Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I thought I would try out some of these Olay moisturizers. I got them when I was kind of shopping for skincare in Guardian. That was some time back. Actually, I did like a haul. You can check it out in the cards above here. I'll link it there, okay? They are the Olay Total Whip and also the Olay Regenerist Whip. I have tried Olay products that kinda worked for me a little bit in the past, but there are a lot of Olay products out there that didn't quite meet my standards or really just didn't suit my skin type in general. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna try out one of these moisturizer today, and then after that tomorrow I will try out the other moisturizer as like a first impression kind of thing. So again, this video is just going to be another first impression kind of video, not so much of a full-on review. Somehow my skin just decided to be sensitive these days, so I am trying to cut down on like products that are not made for sensitive skin, but I still have that kind of itchy hands. I still want to try skincare, like other skincare products out, so I thought this would be like the best way of having the best of both worlds, basically. Still trying out skincare, but at the same time making sure I'm minimizing stuff that may not work on my skin. Today I think what I'm gonna do is that I'm a little bit tired, so might as well we try the Total Effects Whip. It revives dull skin and also tired looking skin without shine. I don't even know why I get this, because generally in moisturizers I love shine. Apparently this whip kind of moisturizers are supposed to be light, and it's supposed to make your skin look matte. Like it's supposed to not give you that sort of like moisturizing kind of look or that glass skin look in general. Personally, really, even after looking at the without shine part, I should already know I should stay away from it, but now the curious cat in me decided to still get it. If you guys don't know, Olay Total Effects, they have an entire range for Total Effects, okay? And definitely there are die-hard fans out there. I have tried like one of the moisturizers from Total Effects and it was okay, but I don't think that my skin fully like it, because it is a little bit drying and it is like made for like brightening kind of moisturizer, so it didn't really fully work for my skin type, basically. Again, with Olay products, because it is such an oldie, it does have like ingredients that are not the best for the skin in general. But weird enough, this one doesn't have parabens in here. Quite a lot of alcohol. Again, not all alcohol are bad for the skin, so I'm not expert in that area, so I'm just gonna skip that part. But this one definitely has fragrance in that, so if you guys are sensitive towards fragrance, you probably want to avoid this. Or even if you have like super extremely sensitive kind of skin, you might want to avoid this, because they do have quite a lot of like ingredients that I can't pronounce. Oh my god, such a big box for a super tiny product. I guess I have to give it to them, because on the side here on the box actually do kind of write the actual size of the product, so comparatively, yeah, I guess they are quite accurate trying to represent the product size on the box itself. It does show here. I don't know if you can tell. I mean, can't they really squeeze all this information into a smaller size box? Why packaging do that? I don't know. This small sample size one has 10 grams on it only, and it doesn't have any sort of information on the product itself. The product looks thick, I have to say. So I'm gonna use this Shika cleanser or cleansing water to kind of roughly wipe my face down. And let's clean my hands. Today my skin is actually doing quite okay. Like, it doesn't have any sort of dry patches. My skin is overall quite even, cream gel-ish kind of texture, but more towards a cream. Definitely smells like Olay. I'm gonna rub it in between my palms as always. And if you have actually tried like a mousse whip sort of foundation that once upon a time it was quite famous and it was all the rage, it definitely feels like that, the texture wise, and also feels quite close to, I guess, homemade sort of moisturizers, where we kind of whip your own moisturizer. More like look like that, because I've never actually tried a homemade whip moisturizer before, but but I've seen it on YouTube and it definitely looks like that. First off, it definitely feels quite nice. Like it has a little bit of that grease, like not super greasy, not super oily, but definitely has that lotiony kind of like glide to it. And for now, it does feel like it leaves that thin moisture layer on the skin basically. But definitely a few parts, like sensitive parts, I do feel like it stings my skin just a little bit. The fragrance is so strong. Like it definitely, if you use any Olay products before, you will know how they smell like, and it's so fragrancy. So really, this is not for people who are sensitive towards fragrance, and rich with vitamins and antioxidant. I don't know what sort of vitamins because I can't tell, like they don't particularly say it's vitamin A or B or C in the packaging itself. In the ingredients list itself, it never says what sort of vitamins that they use. Okay, but that's pretty much it for this for now. I will get back to you on this. Definitely tomorrow I am going to try out Regenerist Whip to see if there's any difference or not. I believe there should be a difference of formula lah, but we'll see how. Okay, I don't know, man. Like I'm not exactly sure how I feel about this. Like it didn't cause any sort of like rashes or anything, but I somewhat do feel like my under eye here, it's a little bit puffy, but I'm not exactly sure if it's caused by the Total Effects Whip. But other than that, the rest of my skin feels alright. Like I don't feel particularly too dry in any sense. Other than that, this feels okay. There's no like red spots or dry spots coming up, patches coming up. Usually this area, if it's like, you know, something that I know is not gonna be okay for my skin, specifically this area, there will be something that is popping up in general. Seems fine for me. Okay, so I'm actually quite surprised by this. Let me try out their Regenerist Whip first. This one supposedly it helps to reduce wrinkle and gives you firmer skin without shine. So this is more like an anti-aging kind of thing. I mean, Regenerist in general as a whole range, it is sort of an anti-aging kind of product. Again, similarly, the ingredients list, it's something that I really, not everything I can actually read or even understand. It has something called the carob. It's like a fruit extract kind of thing. Don't know is it a carrot or not. I mean, it sounds like a carrot. Generally, anything fruit extract, my skin is not the biggest fan of. Please do check out ingredients list before you guys buy any skincare products, yeah? Similarly to the Total Effects Whip, it has the actual size shown here. Again, it also has 10 gram. Everything is pretty much the same except it's in red bottle. So this is the Total Whip one, and this one is a Regenerist one. You can see that Total Whip one is a little bit whiter in color. The Regenerist one is a little bit clearer in color. I think mainly because the Total Whip one is, the ingredients in general just has a little bit more of a moisturizing kind of property in there. Anyway, we're gonna try out the Regenerist one today. It's definitely still thick, definitely still feels like it is whipped. Yeah, so I'm gonna apply some on my palms and then I'm gonna apply it on my skin. Oh yeah, can already tell that this is definitely much more of that gel consistency, gel to water sort of consistency. Definitely not as moisturizing as the Total Whip one. The Regenerist just feels like it's much lighter as a cream itself. Upon application, similarly with the Total Whip one, I do feel like a little bit stingy around my face. Feels like it's somewhat tightened up my skin a little bit. I don't know, is it because it is just an anti-aging product that kind of firms up your skin? It has a little bit powdery, velvety, sort of like matte finish. Oh god, I don't know if I'm gonna like this or not. Very good for oily skin type people in general. Maybe I didn't apply as much as the Total Effects one. Let's see. Feels like it's just trying to like suck all the terrible like sagginess from your skin away. It just feels like that. Yeah, so I've applied a second layer and it really doesn't feel like it leave any sort of thing on the surface of the skin. Okay, see you guys later. Hello. Hi. Okay, so it's not really end of the day yet, but I can already feel like my skin is just dry like crazy. Oh my god, this lighting is terrible, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. I just want to give you like a first impression for these products. The Regenerist one definitely is much drying. This part are all the dry patches are coming back. Definitely the Total Effects one is a little bit more moisturizing, so comparatively, if you have dry skin, go and get the Total Effects one, okay? But if you have more of the oily skin type, the Regenerist one will be amazing, perfect for you, okay? When it comes to product wise, they are a little bit different, and I do think that my skin is a little bit more like sensitive towards the Regenerist one. Remember when I was like in a meeting earlier on today, I literally kept scratching this part of my face, which is the part where constantly, if my skin is sensitive towards something, this part will show first basically. Yeah, I was scratching this part so much that I was like, oh my gosh, I knew that I am just a little bit sensitive towards the Regenerist one. So Regenerist I definitely cannot use, but the Total Effect Whip one is quite okay for my skin. Although I don't think this will be my go-to moisturizer. It will never ever be my favorite moisturizer. I do like the whip consistency, no doubt. Like both of this whip consistency, I really like it. Just that the product itself, I think in general, just Olay, these two Olay like range may not be the most like suitable for my skin type, or it's pretty much not my favorite skincare range in general basically. So that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!
Don't forget to like and subscribe!